everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Milani Most Wanted eyeshadow palettes. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. There are 5 palettes total in this collection, each retail for $8.99 at Target. That's where I purchased mine. These are available at Target, CVS, Walgreens, and many other places. I'll link them down in the description box if you guys are interested. The 2 palettes I purchased is Burning Desire and this one is Rosy Revenge. So I think for today's look, I'm going to be using the purple one in Rosy Revenge. I do want to read a little bit about this eyeshadow palette on Milani's website. It does say guilty as charged for crimes of pigment passion. Each perfectly edited go-to palette contains a gorgeous curated assortment of 6 velvety smooth, hyper-pigmented shades with buttery matte and sparkly metallics for countless looks. Ultra blendable and buildable, these finely milled shadows are perfect for effortless application. Here's a close-up of the shade in Rosy Revenge. When you flip it over to the back, you do have some of the ingredients. Let's go ahead and open this up. So pretty. Let's start with the first shadow here. Wow, so buttery in the pan. These shadows don't have any names. Here's what the first shade looks like. Wow, super pigmented. Here's what the first shadow looks like. Oh my goodness, it is so pigmented. Let's see what the second shade in the palette swatch is like. Another buttery soft shadow. Let's blend this out. Looks a little bit ashy. Let's see what this shadow swatch is like. Another buttery shadow. I'm not loving the mattes. They don't swatch as buttery as the first shadow. I do want to build up the third shadow, so I have a little bit on my finger. Definitely not it. I think I'm gonna love the last 3 shadows. Let's see what this pinky shade looks like. Not as soft as the previous shadows. That shadow is gorgeous. Let's try to build it up. I have a little bit more. I guess that's a little bit better, but I'm not a huge fan of the matte shadows. Let's swatch the second and last shadow. Metallic purple and very soft in the pan. That shimmer is so pretty. So pigmented. Let's see what the last shade in the palette looks like. Here's that plum shadow. Here's what the last purple shadow looks like. This shade is a matte shadow. Here we have all 6 shadows swatched on the back of my hand. Now we're gonna create a look using this palette. Taking a fluffy brush, we're gonna dip into this purple matte shadow. We're gonna be placing that on our outer V. Wow, that is so pigmented. We're gonna fluff that into the crease. I think I took too much. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other eye, stamping it in and fluffing it into the crease. Don't worry about the shadow going all over the lid. We're going to be covering it up with a different shade. A little bit goes a long way with this purple matte. I'm not getting a lot of fallout, which is nice as well. I know the eyeshadow is looking a little bit crazy at the moment, but we are going to be fixing that. Swapping my brush for a clean blending brush, we're going to dip into this pink matte shadow. I'm going to be placing that right below the first shadow. It's very pigmented and we're not getting any fallout. It's blending in very nicely. I do want to point out that these shadows do have a lot of kick up just by going in with my brush, as you guys can see. I personally don't like when eyeshadows do have a lot of fallout or a lot of kick up. That means I'm wasting a lot of the product. I don't have to dust off my brush because a lot of the pigment is staying on my eyelid. As a result, I'm not getting any fallout. I'm going to be taking my finger into the first shadow, placing that shade in the center of my lid. Ooh, it looks like we are getting a little bit of fallout. We can dust it off later. Actually, we'll pack the shadow all over the lid. Taking my fluffy brush, we're going to blend both of the shimmer and the matte shadows together. I think I might have blended the shimmer away. I'm going to be taking a flat brush, dipping into the first shadow, the shimmer shade. We're going to try and pack the shimmer again on the lid. That's a little bit better. Going back in with a fluffy brush, we're going to dip into that pink shadow. We're going to be blending that in our crease. Taking a smaller brush, we're going to dip into this third shadow. And again, fluffing that all over the crease. My camera stopped recording. For lips, I applied the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Grunge. This is their matte lippy stick. I overdrew my lips just a little bit for it to pop, and I really do love this shade. Here's what the final look looks like. My final thoughts on the Rosy Revenge eyeshadow palette is that I don't like how they did swatch on the back of my hand. The matte shades were not my favorite. The only shades I really loved were the shimmer shadows, first shadow here, and then this purple shimmer. I wasn't a huge fan of this purple matte shadow. It was a bit hard to blend out. If you guys are interested in this palette, I wouldn't recommend this particular palette. I only like 2 out of the 6 shades. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.